What's up, Rad family? The gaming world is gearing up for the release of the Destiny expansion, The Taken King, next month. It looks amazing and everyone is super duper stoked for it. Before year 2 begins, here are 29 Radtastic facts, glitches, and Easter eggs I think you should know. So let's get to it. Number 1, the first thing you should know about Destiny is that Bungie doesn't want you to label it as a traditional MMO. Instead, they want you to use the term shared world shooter because the first-person shooter incorporates the mix of role-playing with MMO elements. Number 2, as mentioned in my 29 Radtastic Halo Facts video, the first known reference to Destiny appeared in Halo 3 ODST as an Easter egg. In the game, there is a poster on the wall that has a picture of Earth accompanied by the words "Destiny awaits." Unfortunately, this foreshadowing detail has been removed from the remastered version. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say it probably has something to do with Bungie and Microsoft's split. Number 3, the next clear nod to the game came in 2011 with Bungie's 20th anniversary documentary, Oh Brave New World. A few scenes showed an early mock-up of the environment and actors using motion capture equipment. Number 4, in May of 2012, the whopping 10-year contract between Bungie and Activision was published by the LA Times. I know that doesn't really sound very interesting at all, but what is interesting is that in the contract, it is revealed that 4 Destiny games are set to be developed and published. That should make a lot of Destiny fans very happy. Number 5, there has been a debate whether or not Destiny really cost $500 million to develop after Activision CEO Robert Kotick reportedly suggested that would be the estimated investment. Bungie COO Pete Parsons went on to say in an interview that Destiny's developmental costs came nowhere near that large of a number, which led Activision to clarify the statement, basically saying, hey, no, yeah, it's totally going to cost that much. But the number is a grand sum of many different things, one being the investment in the game's engine. Number 6, the beta version opened on July 17th and closed on July 27th of 2014. The 10-day public beta attracted nearly 4.6 million players. That's a whole lot of people. Number 7, with numbers like that, it should come as no surprise that Destiny was the 3rd most pre-ordered game of 2014 and broke the record for the most pre-ordered new franchise by banking a grand total of $325 million within the first 5 days. That is a lot of moolah. Number 8, Arrested development fans prepared to be disappointed. David Cross, a comedian and actor famously known for his portrayal as Tobias in the famous series, was hired to write jokes for Ghost in an effort to add humor to the character's personality. But his work was scrapped from the final cut of the game. Seeing as many players didn't really care for Peter Dinklage's effort as Ghost, I wonder if that would have changed anything. Number 9, speaking of Peter Dinklage as Ghost, Bungie has announced that as of the release of The Taken King, the voice of Ghost will be played by Nolan North. Many people were quick to assume the replacement comes after a bad reception of Dinklage's performance. But Bungie was quick to squash those reports by stating the cause of the switch stems from Dinklage's busy schedule due to his very successful acting career. But some fans just aren't buying it, and adding more fuel to the rumor fire, all of Dinklage's pre-existing lines are to be replaced by Nolan's. But of course, Bungie went on to say that they were replacing the lines so as to have continuity. Who do you believe? Number 10, when Bungie first developed the idea of Destiny, they envisioned a pure fantasy game, but they quickly realized they couldn't develop their ideas without heavily incorporating science fiction. So they decided to combine the two genres to form the game as we know it today. Number 11, before Destiny's release, under the contract deal with Activision, Bungie was required to submit a complete list of Easter eggs that were included in the game. After all the Easter eggs we've covered on this channel, I can see why they'd make that request. I mean, Remember the Bear Tushy incident of Halo 2 Vista? Number 12. In case you forgot or just didn't notice that Destiny is meant to be set in the future, game designers included a neat little Easter egg to remind you. When you go to the moon, if you immediately look up, you should be able to see the ancient ruins of the International Space Station. I thought that was pretty cool. Number 13. One thing you should know about Bungie is their undeniable infatuation with the number 7. It appears everywhere. You just have to look for it. It's become the source of many Easter eggs and fans love finding them. To name just a few in Destiny, there's the 7th column medal for scoring 7 kills in rapid succession, and the dead orbit logo even looks like a 7. And as some players have pointed out, Destiny is comprised of 7 letters. But that one may just be a coincidence. Number 14. Have you ever noticed how enemies come through all these different doors during a mission? Seeing as they immediately shut right after they enter through them, most players just ignore these random doors. But a very clever person who I'm willing to bet was probably bored one night figured out that they can be opened with the help of your ghost. It's pretty neat, but totally uneventful because they don't lead anywhere. Number 15. Destiny holds a boatload of tiny details that are proving to be less and less random with each passing day. Case in point, in the tower, you'll see a bunch of different ships whizzing by in the background. While most games would include this design detail to make the sky look more interesting by using random patterns of ships, Destiny decided to one-up everyone by making those ships not random at all. Whenever you see a ship zoom by, it's actually another player currently playing. It's these little things that I think make a game so great. Number 16. Keeping with the 7 theme, there are 7 confirmed but unexplainable coins you can find scattered throughout the game. No word on why they are there or what their purpose is, if they even have a purpose, but it's a fun mission you can take on for yourself if you need to take a breather from all that action. Or you can totally just look up a YouTube video to find their locations faster. Number 17. By now, you've probably heard of the Loot Cave, the infamous glitch where you could collect a bunch of engrams easily. Of course, Bungie caught on and patched it out of the game, but they decided to have a little fun with it and put a pile of bones in its place that speaks to you when you approach it. Number 18. For all the Halo fans out there who are still heartbroken over Cortana's departure, Jen Taylor, the voice of the beloved AI, can be heard talking over the PA system in the tower. Number 19. Fancy a game of soccer but don't want to get off your couch? Well, now you don't have to. If you look to the left side of the main spawn area, there'll be a bunch of crates under a staircase. If you look hard enough, you should find a soccer ball. All you have to do is run up to the ball to kick it or slide to go in for a tackle. You may end up spending a few hours playing a fun game of soccer instead of engaging in the game's usual gunfire. Number 20. Sir Paul McCartney helped compose a song for Destiny, but you may not have heard it. To access it, you must finish the story missions and then go to the credits menu via the navigation director. McCartney recorded the song Hope for the Future at Abbey Road. Number 21. If you win 9 matches without losing in the Trials of Osiris, you'll be given access to the lighthouse, where there's a treasure chest full of awesomeness waiting for you. But that's not even the coolest part. If you head left when you enter, you'll find a secret room underground. It's speculated that this is Osiris's room. If you look around, you can find bullets and bodies on the ground, indicating a fight took place at some point. Number 22. In the tower, you can find a futuristic jukebox, but to hear it, you must enable the background music. While you can still play it if you have the background music turned off, you just won't be able to hear it. Some people speculate this was Bungie's way of encouraging people to keep the music on after the feature was introduced. Number 23. While completing the Will of Crota strike on Earth, Eris Morn will give you instructions as you head towards Monocle. But if you reach the sealed doors in the complex first and use Ghost before Eris is finished talking, she will quip. In its dying breath, the Traveler released its ghost to open doors. Who knew Eris could be so sassy? Number 24. Usually you can't harm yourself. Usually. But on the off chance that you're standing in a deep puddle and happen to shoot your legs, your own bullets can cause damage to yourself. Why this is the case? Who knows? But I can only imagine how confused the player that discovered this must have been, and the hilariousness of watching everyone start standing in puddles, shooting themselves to see if it really works. Number 25. There's been a bit of information revealed about the upcoming The Taken King that I think you should know. The first thing being the new light level system many players are rejoicing over. The new system will be an average of your attack and defense across all your equipped items. So when you play, you will be set up with players of your skill level and won't have to worry about playing with a 40 that has bad weapons and gear. Number 26. The vault space will be doubled. This is another super awesome tidbit that has a lot of people excited. This means there will now be a whopping 72 slots available for your weapons and an additional 72 slots for your armor. But for general items, you will still have 36 slots. Number 27. Vanguard and Crucible marks have been replaced with legendary marks. Also, there is now no cap on how many marks you can acquire within the week, and they are shared across all characters. So if you're currently sitting on 200 Vanguard or Crucible marks, don't feel like you have to hurry and spend them before The Taken King is released, because they'll be converted into legendary marks for you. Number 28. The Cryptarch will sell legendary engrams for 135 legendary marks. Number 29. Year 2 is set to begin with the release of The Taken King on September 15th, 2015. Is anyone else kinda irked that it won't be released on September 9th so as to be an entire year after Destiny was originally released? I don't know, I just feel like that would have been cooler. And here is a bonus fact. A friend of mine in Shaddy Games has just created a Twitch account under the name Sweaty Sauce. He's super funny and a hoot to watch play. He'll be streaming Destiny on Twitch around 6 p.m. EST tonight. If you dig watching live streams, it'd mean so very much to me if you would go check him out and leave him some of that radtastic positivity and support our community is known for. I'll put a link to his page in the description below for you. And there you have it, 29 Radtastic facts, Easter eggs, secrets, glitches that I think you should know about Destiny. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and let me know down in the comments any facts, Easter eggs, or glitches you have heard or have found while playing Destiny. If you're not yet part of this Radtastic community, well, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and join today. Until next time, bye! Oh, it's getting hot in here.